It's a good question. I think, look, when you're working in a private equity context, first off, I guess you would just say, it's a team sport. It's not an individual sport. So, the chances of you sort of, making a bad investment decision as an analyst is very low, because you're going to have people around you, and, there's sort of, all sorts of checks and balances in place, and it's a Herculean effort to get a deal done. It takes, a lot of people. That said, if you're on like a trading desk, you may, certainly have the liberty to screw something up. And I think one way of answering that question is, when you're doing work, it's always more important to get the right answer than to get something done quickly. And I know that even the smartest, best traders, like even high frequency traders will tell you that don't make a trade just to get it done quickly. You want to get it done right. So it's always worth taking the extra time, asking for advice. But look, I think a more a more appropriate bit of advice for the private equity field would be to collaborate. You're as an analyst, as a partner, you don't know everything. You're relying on a team environment. Like, at one person trying to do something by themselves is way less powerful than 5 people working together. And 5 people working together is way more powerful than 5 people on the same team notionally, but just doing things individually. So if you see something, I'm going to repeat the thing you say on the subway. If you see something, say something. Like, if you see something that doesn't seem right, that doesn't add up, or talk to your associate about it. Talk to your buddy about it who's sitting next to you, which frankly is a challenge in this environment. I think is something that, in your guys' seats, I feel bad for, because that's a big part of being an analyst, is being there at 9 o'clock at night and turning to the guy next to you and being like, I don't get this. Like, and that's where you learn. So yeah, if you see something, say something, I think is probably the best advice I could give about how not to, don't hide stuff. It doesn't benefit anybody, to be like, oh, this number is not what my MD is not going to be happy if he sees this number or this analysis, because it's contrary to what he wants to see. That's the worst thing that can happen in an investment environment.